Well, guys, we're fucked. The EU passed both Articles 11 and 13. This will basically create a filter around all the internet to weed out things that might be in any way prone to some form of copyright. I don't know all the amendments that passed, but according to Count Dankula, who was at the scene of this horrific crime, said one was the Panorama Amendment. This means that if you take a picture of a building and you use that photo to make any kind of money, the building's owner can sue you for copyright infringement. But still, the worst thing would probably be that social media will be basically useless and boring now. You won't be able to post anything that has been used in a movie, a book, a newspaper, or even an historical photo, since they could be viewed as copyright. This also cripples almost every single YouTuber. You will not be able to link to articles unless you pay a link tax. How this tax will be enforced, or if you need one for every single newspaper, I don't know yet. But you can't show imagery of the articles either. No screenshots. You can't use news footage to let people know when something's happened. All you can do is reference stuff without showing it. And links so that people can check the things out for themselves will no longer be a thing. Listen and believe, or do a hell of a lot of digging after you've seen a video. Bullshit. And what about the streamers that stream games, for instance? How will this be affected by it? Will they even be allowed to start the stream, or will it be cancelled as soon as the filter picks up that the game is indeed copyrighted, which all games are? And guess what? Game streams are one major source of information to people. This is where people decide if a game is worth buying or not. Especially after the sheer amount of idiocy and corruption within the gaming journalism core. This will have an adverse effect on game streams, indie games creators, and big game creators too. YouTube, Twitch, and other sites where you stream. And thinking a bit selfish here, what will happen to my channel? I mean, all my characters are Star Wars inspired. Be it that they were all made from scratch by my talented artist, but the filter might see them as Star Wars and therefore not allowed. That will be a full reset on my channel if it's deemed that it would be copyrighted, and, well, I don't know if it would be worth restarting. This is a huge fuck you to so many people that it's not even funny. And while we constantly rag on YouTube for all their shit, they actually stood up against these bills and sided with us content creators. Granted that it was most likely out of self-preservation, but still. Hopefully more and more big companies will complain over this and get them to scrap this bullshit before the internet is entirely ruined. But not only did these fascist and free expression stifling acts get passed, they also decided to remove the voting rights of a member state, namely Hungary. Most likely due to the fact that they've stated that they will under no circumstances take in any migrants whatsoever. Can you blame them? Have you seen the state of Europe? While I would like to have seen a spread of migrants all over Europe instead of them being concentrated mainly in Germany, Sweden, and France, it still looks like the EU is becoming more and more fascist and authoritarian by the second. Don't remove their rights to vote. What's the point of being in a union if you aren't allowed to vote? Even though the votes don't mean shit, apparently. More and more likely, this will be a great opportunity for Hungary to flip the EU off and say, fuck you, we're out. I'm so furious right now that I really don't have much more to say other than me screaming into the mic out of frustration and stomping around the room muttering vile things about the EU. I want to Swexit right now. If enough members leave, we can form our own trade bloc, and as the EU started as and should have stayed as. So we'll just have to see what happens. Have a great one, guys. Well, as great as you can with all these fucking news. And remember to get all your memes out while you still can. There will be a meme shortage soon and lots of withdrawals. Perhaps we need to create meme speakeasies. I'm out. I need to vent. Biff, get your ass in here. I need a target for target practice.
May the facts be with you, always.